we are here in France at the Nil Pride JP Cabrina distributor meeting, and today we had some really good wind. 4-5 full power, and it's not often you are sailing with Jason in Portac, France, but we did that today. And now we're waiting for some food, and we're going to ask him something about what he's doing those days. So, what's happening now those days?
Oh, not much.
You're not competing that much.
Yeah, I just sort of searching for great conditions nowadays. You know, just exploring the world. You know, checking the maps and wherever the waves are looking really big, and I just jump on the plane and go to those locations. So it's pretty cool. It's it's something that I've always wanted to do since I first started windsurfing. But now that I'm not competing as much anymore, I'm able to do this. So it's really a dream come true.
How about we also saw a little video, the teaser about the new video project you are doing this year.
Yep.
What is that?
Basically, I'm just doing about 3 to 4 podcasts, little small movies, and just going to locations and documenting what I do and sharing it with everybody. I just finished the first one, which was the big swell we had in March in Jaws. So everyone got to see that at the JP Nil Pride dealer meeting, and I think everyone was pretty happy with it. I think it's a really good movie, and it should be out on the web for everyone to see in like probably 3 or 4 days.
Yeah. That was really, really good. We also saw some. You can see the speed when you're going down the line, and also when you're hitting the lip, and a lot of wipeouts. I mean, how is it to really? Have you done any really bad wipeouts at Jaws?
Yeah, I've had some pretty bad ones, particularly over just the last couple of years. So it's not a nice thing, to be held underwater that long. But so since then I've been trying to develop some better safety equipment. So I've got a couple of things that I'm working with Nil Pride on. One is like a small oxygen canister on my shoulders with a hose under my shoulder and a breathing apparatus. I'm just sort of testing that out now to see how good it is. And the other one is a system where there's the flotation suit and then an airbag, on the back of the shoulder area. Shane Dorian and a lot of the other guys are testing that system out now. So I think they're the 2 latest developments in water safety.
Normally you can see, a wipeout on Skeet I've done, and maybe you're under for maybe 15 seconds if it's a really big one.
Yeah.
How big it is? If you have done some bad one at Jaws, how long are you under the water?
Yeah, it all depends. Sometimes you come up pretty quick, even on really big wipeouts. But when you get unlucky and you just get caught in the bad hydraulics of the wave, you can get held under for 2 waves. But last year at Jaws, I got held under for 3 waves. So that was unbelievable. Like doesn't I think it really ever happened. So it was one of those really freak things, and I was really lucky to be here. I definitely almost drowned, at that time. So I definitely don't want that to happen again. So just gonna do all I can to make sure that I'm fit and healthy, and the safety equipment that I'm using is as good as I can get it.
Yeah. So how's the Maui scene right now? I've seen actually myself. It's not many guys are really have seen really inspired me in my wave riding. And one of those is Jason Polakow, and now the other guy is actually Mark Angulo. He's back there. He seems to sail a lot as well, huh?
Yeah, actually not a lot. He sails a phenomenal amount on the water. He definitely is at the moment the guy who's windsurfing the most at Skeet. It's unbelievable. He's on the water from morning until night, and he just has a real passion for windsurfing, and you can see that his style and and the way he attacks the wave hasn't changed. You know, he's still unbelievable on the wave. He's actually getting better. So yeah, it's great to see Mark out there and you know amongst all us guys again. So it's great.
It's really fun. But I mean, you have been on so many locations in the world, and all the extreme places like Fiji and Jaws and everything. There is something still in your eyes which are dreaming you. I can see today here in France, a little bit of onshore, bump and jump, but still you're like, hey, where's the 4.8? Where's the 4.8? I want to try this sport. Yeah. I mean, you're still stoked. What is dreaming you right now?
I just have I have a passion for windsurfing. I really love doing it, and it's great exercise, and then everyone is really keen to get out there and have a good time. So it's just a good atmosphere here, So I really want to go sailing and see everyone on the water and waves. So it's great, even though the conditions are not really good. But a lot of the other places that I go to, like you were saying, like Fiji and Jaws and these big places, we go back there a lot, But each time, it's a new goal, Like Jaws, for example, we're always trying to push. More and more and more. So, every time I go back to a wave, I just want to, get more and more critical and get more aggressive on the bigger waves. It's a never-ending process. Even though you go back to the same place.
For you, on a small day on Jaws, are you still getting the adrenaline for a session on small Jaws day, or is it just?
Sometimes the small days at Jaws are fun too. This year actually, a lot of the smaller days I didn't actually go up, but I just tried to wait for the bigger days. But yeah, there's definitely some times up there with the swells dropping down, and it's getting smaller, but it's still fun. You can still carve some really nice turns, and yeah, definitely when it's smaller, you can kind of practice, like getting more critical and understanding the wave. So yeah, it's every time you get a session at Jaws, you just get that one step closer to where you want to be. So yeah, it's a great wave.
It's such a, Jaws is. I've been there on the jet ski twice. And then finally one day, Anders Bringdahl, like, Markus, it's small, you need to come today, you need to come. He's a passion guy who loves big waves as well. And I was out there with him, just a couple of guys, and it was small. And it was so different. The wave is so fast.
Yeah.
To drop in, you need to be far up.
Yeah.
And it's offshore, when you get on the face, it's so windy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so special, it's so extreme. And when I saw the video today, when it was like twice as big, you had so much power, you went for the aerial. It's like so hard to understand.
It's Jaws is a very unique wave. It's definitely breaking really fast, and there's a lot of wind on the face, and it's when it gets really big, it's tough to catch the wave out there, because sometimes you're so far out, and by the time you drop into the bowl, it's already really big. So it's definitely, you have to be quite experienced at that spot to set up to get it right. On the good days at Jaws, it's definitely one of my favorite spots in the world to go to. I love it so much.
So have you pulled off any of those? We saw some sick aerials, but you're landing a little bit out on the shoulder, a little bit in the back. Is it possible to really land on the face there?
Yeah, I tried this year at Jaws. I tried a couple of aerials where I came back in, but it was sort of more on the end of the section. Of the wave, and you can see that in the video that's coming out in a couple of days. So I'm getting there slowly. So I was just feeling out that the feeling of of pushing off the lip and gliding down the huge face for a long time. So I got that feeling on the last swell. So the next swell at Jaws, hopefully, if it's the right angle and setup, I think I can take it a little bit deeper in the pocket of the wave, and really pull something unique off. Hopefully we'll see.
Hopefully we see that.
Yeah.
We thank you very much. It's great.
Right, man.
Thanks.
Cool.